the Bel-Ray-backed owner-rider of 22 Motorsports, Mr. Chad Reed. You know, Chad, last week you said after the race that you needed to be a little bit more aggressive in Salt Lake City, was what you felt held you back. So, how aggressive will you be tomorrow night?
As aggressive as I need to be, I guess. But, I mean, just try, pretty much like the other three guys said, you know, just try to leave here knowing that you left nothing on the table, and it's been a long season, and I think we're all ready to get it wrapped up and move on to something else.
Is that because it's so intense? I mean, how have you dealt with the intensity of this championship? 5 riders for most of the year that have been right there. Trey Kennard added into that mix, that have been beating and banging and leaning and pushing and shoving on each other each and every round, points swapping back and forth, changing the points lead. A season, as we've called it, the greatest season ever in the history of this sport. You've been involved in this series for so many years. You've won 2 championships. How different is this one from the rider's perspective?
I think for me, it's been a blast right from the get-go. You know, just coming into it the way I did. It was fun. You know, like each and every week we progressed and we got better, and it was just a challenge. Like it's never not been a challenge. You know, we're just being, I wouldn't say we're being chased and tailed the whole time, but we're just being, you know, progressing right along the way. And each and every week I felt better, and you know, win or lose, I learned a lot, and we found ourselves in a position to, you know, potentially win a championship, and that's as a team owner, that's the dream. You know, that's the goal. But to do it, you know, with this late start that we had, and the little help that we had at the beginning, it's just it's quite an amazing and a fun experience that I've had along the way this year. I mean, I think all titles are special. This one, it's hyped up, but I mean, it doesn't really feel like a whole lot different than every other year. I mean, you know, I've been in championships where I've been sitting in this position and being tied with Ricky Carmichael, and you know, not knowing what the outcome was going to be, you know, 2 days later, and here we are again. So we're 9 back, and I'm going to give it everything I got. And it's just been, I think it's been a hectic season and a crazy season from the fact that every rider has just made, you know, had something go wrong. They've made, you know, very abnormal, you know, mistakes. I mean, you know, the points leader in Jacksonville not qualifying, and then James throwing himself on the ground, you know, myself throwing myself on the ground, Ryan with his chain. It's been one of those years that's just been really crazy, and you never know. It's not over yet. There's still 20 laps to go, and anything can happen. So we'll see what we can do. You know, like the position that I was in, and you know, when you look at the facts, 2010 was a really, really tough year for many, many different reasons, and I felt that I did what I had to do to put myself in this position. You know, I knew that I was going to put myself in out of a job, and I had a good contract, but that wasn't the goal. That wasn't, you know, like I wasn't happy. I wasn't feeling it. I wouldn't be in this position if I had have just just wrote it out. And I think retirement would be well and truly at coming at this point in the season. So. I don't hate the fact that they were standoffish and a little unsure of where my head was at and where we were at, and I think that I've earned the respect from them. I think the right ways. I gave it my all, and they're doing awesome. We have a great motorcycle. In the last couple of weeks, we're giving it everything we can and see if we can win a championship for them. Yeah, I think like I said, the 2010 was tough, and when I got out of all my commitments, the only commitment I had was I had a 3-year Alpine Star contract that I just felt like it'd be always cool to have some free boots if that was the worst case scenario, so I kept that one. But I just took a lot of time off the bike, and each and every week that I felt better and stronger, I wanted to ride again, and I wasn't sure if that was what I wanted to do, and when you have a kid, one day and 2 days later you lose a best friend, and you're in the position, where I could walk away. I've been very successful. never have to work another day in my life, then you kind of like look at things a little differently. And for me, like I wanted to go racing. You know, I did that one race in Australia, and I literally just, you know, got a bike loaned to me from Honda Australia, and showed up with, you know, some friends in a pickup, and I just had so much fun, and that was why you go racing, you know, because of the fun and for the enjoyment of it, and that was back, and in 2010 that wasn't there, so that's why I'm here today, and I'm happy that we pulled 22 Motorsports together, and I think that it's the team in the pits that has the most fun, and I think, you know, I just enjoy being around them, and it's just, you know, win or lose this championship, it's been an amazing year for us.